some pagans perform their rituals naked. Some Wiccans definitely do so, but do Druids do it too? X is for X-rated. Gonna have to cut that into X is for X-rated. Once upon a time in the 1950s, two men sat together in the idyllic Hertfordshire countryside in summer. They were both naturists, and as the sun touched their skins, they came up with some of the basics of Wicca and Druidry. Their names were Gerald Gardner and Ross Nichols. Gerald was the founder of Gardnerian and Wicca, and Ross went on to found the Order of Bards, Ovids and Druids. And of course they wove some of their naturist ideas into their new traditions. Without these two men, we wouldn't have the 8 festivals as we celebrate them today, and the history of religion in England would be a lot less colourful. Wicca in particular is a countercultural movement. They like to reverse everything we think of as normal in mainstream religious practice. They revere the goddess of the moon and of darkness rather than the god of light. They call themselves witches, which is hardly respectable, and they are often led by women. And as if that's not scandalous enough, they also perform some of their rites naked. Why would you practice your religion without your clothes on? One well-known and fundamental text of Wicca is the Charge of the Goddess, and it gives a good reason. I'll read you a passage. "Whenever ye have need of anything, once in a month, and better it be when the moon is full, then shall ye assemble in some secret place and adore the spirit of she who is queen of all the witches. There shall ye assemble, ye who are fain to learn all sorcery, yet have not won its deepest secrets. To these she will teach things that are as yet unknown. And ye shall be free from slavery, and as a sign that ye be really free, ye shall be naked in your rites. And ye shall dance, sing, feast, make music and love, all in her praise." So the nudity is all about freedom, and there's certainly something about that. When you take off your clothes outside in nature, it brings you a sense of freedom that you can't find any other way. It brings you skin to skin with nature. A more approachable way of trying this out is going barefoot just on the grass in your garden. The soles of your feet are very sensitive receptors, and they make a much more clear contact with the earth than you can with your shoes on. As a pun, you could say that the earth touches the soles of your feet. And of course, that's all the more true when you take all of your clothes off. Druids have been known to go wild swimming in rivers or in the sea, and they do so naked to further intensify the experience. And sometimes when Druids camp together in hot weather and a downpour comes along, they will take all their clothes off and go and dance in the rain to fully open themselves to the experience of the cooling rain. There are several ways of marking a ritual occasion as special. You can do it by wearing special robes and cloaks, but removing all of your clothes further intensifies the experience and marks it out as really unusual. Druids don't often do ritual naked, but in some private rituals it can be really appropriate. I remember one occasion when we went on a journey with the goddess Inanna into the underworld, and just like the goddess, we would remove our clothes every step of the way to the land of the dead. That certainly was an intensely transforming experience that none of us will lightly forget. Nudity in nature and nudity in ritual is about becoming soul naked. It's about taking down all the barriers that separate you from the experience of being alive. And we allow ourselves to be touched deeply. Especially when it's used only occasionally, it can be a really effective tool to alter our consciousness and enter more fully into the life of spirit. Do you have experience with ritual nudity? In what context is that? And why does it work? Let us know in the comments below. Click like if you enjoyed watching this video, and subscribe if you want to see the last 2 letters of the alphabet superset of Druidry. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time for the Y for yoga.